Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. They think you're weird, but you're going to have to get over it. Their opinion aren't yours, and it's time for you to realize that. Their opinions aren't yours, all right? They may think you're weird, and that's okay. If they think you're weird, that means they're too busy focused on you, for one, and for two, you're being yourself. You're authentically, genuinely being yourself. I'd rather be weird than pretend to be something that I'm not, because you can only be yourself. People can get real intimidated by a person, and especially if that person is smart and that person has a direction that they're taking, it's real easy for people to feel some type of way towards someone. Not everybody is doing something with their life, but then when people choose to do something with their life and they get around those that aren't, they can be perceived as weird because the person who's not doing something with their life is looking at them some kind of way. They're like, oh, who's this person? Who's this person think they are? Doing this and doing that and performing all these great works. This person is weird. They don't just sit around and watch TV and not do anything. This person actually reads books and studies and and works on projects and goes to the gym and works out and eats healthy and drinks water. This person's a weirdo. This person doesn't do everything that I do. And some people, it's just like a shock to them that you don't do the same things that they do, because maybe they have like a group of friends and that's all them and their friends do, or maybe they are just used to just that's all that they do. But don't be alarmed when people have another opinion about you, and it may not be one that's too flattering. People can call you what they want, and people can say about you what they want, but you have to make sure you're happy with yourself. You have to make sure that at the end of the day, you're happy with yourself. If you can make sure you're happy with you, then the things that come out of their mouth is just going to be that. It's just going to be something else coming out of their mouth. And it's not going to be the last thing that come out of their mouth, because it wasn't the first thing. This isn't even the first time this person has been talking about somebody. People will have a lot to say about you when you feel strongly about something, or you have your own views towards something, or you have an idea about yourself, or you just have a certain philosophy, or you just believe in something, or you believe in yourself. People are going to call you weird, and they have every right to. They have a right to their own opinion, but it's really all about how you think about yourself. I mean, you have to know that you feel positively about yourself. You know you're not weird. You know you're not at whatever negative thing they say. And being weird is not the end of the world. I'll take it. I'll take it. I I'll be weird as long as I like myself, as long as I can appreciate me, as long as I have some things that I do that I'm interested in, as long as I have something that I do that makes me feel good in life, then I could care less. People are going to feel some type of way about you regardless of whether you sit still and just breathe, or whether you go out and do what you want to do in life. People are going to have an opinion. People are going to think a certain way about you. They're going to feel a certain way about you. You might as well just accept the way that you feel about yourself, instead of accepting the way that other people feel about you. Because if you accept the way other people feel about you, it may not be positive, and that could cause you to not feel so good about yourself. That's how people get caught up in other people's opinions and not having a positive attitude or a positive outlook on life. And that's not something that you don't want. You want a positive outlook on life. You want a positive outlook on yourself. You want to be able to look at your life and say, you know what? Things may not have been the best. I turned it around. Or you want to say, you know what? I'm going in the right direction. And I've always been going in the right direction. And I'm going to keep going in the right direction. So if people want to say certain things about you, hey, whatever. Everybody's got things about them that makes them weird. Some people like stuff that you don't like. Not everybody likes certain things, but you have some people who, I guess, they like certain things that majority of people take interest in. So if there are people who like something that majority of people like, then they're going to feel some type of way about it. Like they're going to feel cool because what they like is accepted. So if you are into something that's not accepted by the majority, you may be taken as weird. You may like painting more than you like sports. You may like art or music more than you like, watching football or basketball or whatever. You may like a different kind of music. You may like a different sport. You may like a different kind of food. It's okay, and you don't have to ostracize yourself for the things that you like. There are people who will like drag you through the mud and make you feel uncomfortable because they see that you love something. Some people, they don't even love themselves enough to even love something. If you love something, that means you most likely have love for yourself because it makes you feel good and you enjoy it. You enjoy it that much that you love it, and it makes you that happy. But those people want to kill your happiness and kill happiness, period. They don't want happiness to exist at all in their life or in somebody else's. They probably don't even want happiness to exist in their next life. They're so unhappy. But be yourself. That's all being weird means. Being weird means you're being yourself. Be yourself. You can't be anybody else. You can only be you. So you might as well be the you that you enjoy. Don't change who you are for someone else. Don't walk on eggshells for other people. Don't don't try to create a version of yourself that's not you to please others. Don't do that. Other people, if they can't be pleased by the version of you that you're giving them, then they need to go find somebody else. They need to go make a new friend. They need to stop wasting their time and looking for something that you don't have to give. And you make sure you're not looking for acceptance in them. If they don't have acceptance, they can't give it to you. If you don't have their level of cool, you can't give it to them. So like Bernie Mac said, forget them. People don't like you, forget them. You know what I really want to say? People don't like you, chuck them. But anyway, for the sake of this video and the YouTube algorithm, I'm going to keep it positive. People will have a lot to say about somebody that chooses to do something different, that's stepping out and doing something their own way, that doesn't do something the way everybody else does, that has a certain view, a certain opinion, that's comfortable with their view, comfortable with their opinion, comfortable with what they like. I noticed a lot of this with the things that I'd wear. I'd wear certain things, people would look at it, say something, and then be wearing it the next day. People think you're cool and they don't want to let you know. Like you probably have a lot of style and don't even know because people are so attracted to you. Some end up being jealous and they have to act like they don't even see you. So they have to pretend that they don't notice you, because if they did let you know just how much they actually were paying attention to you, it would boost your ego to a place to where they would feel threatened and uncomfortable, and their insecurities would begin to pop out. They wouldn't be able to thrive or survive in that environment. Just saying. Just saying Himalayan. Shout out to the people from the Himalayas. Anybody from that region of the world watching my channel. But it's time for you to realize that other people's opinions mean nothing. You're stronger than their opinion. You're more powerful than their opinion. And you have to realize that just like them, you have an opinion. And you have to realize that your opinion is more important than theirs. The only reason why people are worried about other people's opinions is because you have a fear of abandonment. You may fear their opinion may lead them to making them not like you or making others not like you. And if their opinion is one that leads them to not liking you, you just have to accept that. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to feel good about you. You could be the most positive person in the world. You could be the you could love God as much as you possibly can. People still not gonna like you. You could be as good to people as you possibly can. There's still gonna be some people that just you're not their cup of tea. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're not all each other's cup of tea. They think that they're better than you because of how they act. So they call you a name because you don't act like them. I remember this one job I was working, and my first day on the job, dude was like, he's weird. And I just didn't play him too close after that. I didn't get upset. I didn't get offended. I just accepted it and was like, well, you know what? That's his opinion. I'm just being myself. He's obviously threatened. There were some very attractive ladies at that job that this man was trying to turn away from me. And I guess he saw them taking notice of me. So what he had to do was try to clown me or make them not like me. When you do that, all it does is make the women more interested. Why did he have to do that? When you make fun of somebody or you try to stop a female from liking someone, all she's gonna do is, even if she laughs, even I'm talking about, you could clown this person till the sun goes down, and it could be funny and everything could be true, but that woman is still gonna develop a level of interest as to why you're making fun of this person. Why is he always ragging on him? She's gonna develop some type of interest. Just saying. Just saying. Women don't even care if you're weird, as long as it's not too weird. But women will take a different person, and hey, some of y'all ladies is weird. Some of y'all chicks is weird too. And there are some dudes out there that will accept a weird woman. There's some weird men out there. I'm probably one of them. I'm sure I'm one of them. I embrace it. I embrace my weirdness. But there's some women out there too. Don't say there's some ladies out there that's a little strange, and I ain't hating on them. They're creative. You got your Erica Badu's. Somebody might say she's weird. Me personally, I don't think so. I think she's creative. You got other people out there that might say is weird, but what somebody might think is weird, somebody artistic like myself may see the vision and see that that person's just being artistic and being creative. And I'm like, I like that style. I appreciate that. So it's really up for debate. And it's really just a person's opinion. Don't let somebody's opinion throw you off from feeling good about yourself, believing in yourself, feeling positive about yourself. Don't let that happen. Other people have their opinions. Other people have the way they feel about things. Some people are just airheads. Some people don't like anything. Some people will just not like a thing, especially if it has something to do with you, especially if it has something to do with your growth, your positivity, something good for you, something positive for you. They may just not like it just because, it has something to do with him. I'm not messing with that. I ain't effing with that. It could just be a full blown hater. Some people just love to hate. All right. It could be the coolest thing in the world, and somebody might say it's weird. Look at Andre Three Stacks, one of the coolest people in the world. They call him weird. He's one of the most coolest, creative innovators of hip hop of all time. One of them. So you're gonna have to realize that people's opinions are a waste of time, unless it's valid. If it's valid, use it to your advantage. Take the advice, use it to your advantage. But if it's just somebody just spitting hot air and just wanting to have something to say, ignore them people. You know how many people get talked out of great ideas? You're weird, don't do that. And then they go steal the idea. Imagine if they told Takashi 6ix9ine, yo, that hair is weird, don't do that. He wouldn't have had that success that he had. All he did was dye his hair rainbow. Boom, success. Of course, he had to have some talent, but he was known on the internet as some rainbow haired kid. That worked for him. Can't tell me it didn't. On a positive note, imagine if he let them discourage him. He was in New York. New York is not a place that accepts new trends if it ain't hot. They'll let you walk around and clown you and laugh at you, you know? But you have to be, what I'm saying is you have to be strong minded to not change. You know how strong minded you have to be in the city, in New York like that, to dye your hair any kind of color and not change it? You're going to see people every day. They're going to be clowning you, ragging you, talking about you, pointing at you. You got to be built for that. And it's the same way when you have an idea about yourself that you're trying to push, or you believe in something, or you have a dream, you have something that you're trying to do. Maybe it's a song, maybe it's a restaurant you're opening up, maybe it's a book you're putting out, maybe it's a t-shirt, maybe it's a new hairstyle design or hat or something. Other people's opinions are just that. They're whack if they don't like what you're doing. That's what you have to tell yourself. Oh, they're just whack. Oh, they're just hating. Unless what they're saying is valuable. You may need to make a new design for that shoe. I like the way you're going with it, but I don't think that's the best one yet. I think you could do better. See, that sounds like some valuable advice. Somebody, oh man, them sneakers suck. I wouldn't wear those. And that may not be valuable advice. That may just be that person's opinion. You may actually have a good product on your hands. That person could just be hating or just not like it. But it is what it is. All right. Don't be so heavily swayed by the opinions of others. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. Don't let their opinion stop your million. Don't let their opinion stop your money. All right. Don't let people's opinions stop money from flowing into your life. It's a lot of new styles out there that are out today. Those jeans that look like you got to wear stilts to put them on. And things look crazy, but when you put them on, they got a little style to it. You know, those hats that there's certain clothes out there that look a little weird, but when you put them on, they look all right. And that's just my opinion. I might think it's weird. Somebody may like it. And I actually do like it, even though it is weird. There's a lot of stuff that I think is weird that I still like. Like, yo, that's weird. I like that. It's different. Some people just categorize a lot of weird stuff as different. A lot of things that are different get called weird because people don't know what other type of name to put on it. Andre 3000, different, but they call him weird. Why? They don't know what else to call it. What else would you call somebody like Andre 3000? They don't know that that's genius. And that's another thing. Just like a lot in the hood, a lot of things get called ghetto, but a lot of stuff that I saw that got called ghetto was really genius. Oh, that's ghetto. But it's actually an idea that is genius. It may be rigged up, but if it's working and it's producing the same result, that's genius. This person rigged up something, used what they had with what they knew, and now they were able to produce a same, if not similar, result. So people don't have a name to put on something. They don't know it's genius. Some people may not be able to recognize genius or recognize what you're doing as genius. They may just have this negative word for it. But guess what? If you know it's genius, if you know it's going to work, If you know it's a good idea, you just have to roll with it and be strong-minded enough to bypass these other people's opinions. Some people, they know what they're doing is going to work. If you research success stories where people had to put something out, man, they'll be like, yeah, I had to ignore everybody. I had to bypass everybody's opinion. I knew this was going to work. I knew it was going to, that's what you'll hear them say all the time. Oh, I knew it was going to work. I just ignored everybody. And when you know something is going to work within your heart of hearts, within the depths of your soul, within every fiber of your being, you got to ignore everybody too. You got to let everybody else's opinion go and make it not matter. Not as much as your own. The things that they say to you will be discouraging, but you just can't be discouraged by it. All right. They're going to have some rough things to say. They're going to have some horrible things to say, but you can't be discouraged. You can't be discouraged because if you allow yourself to be discouraged, you're going to lose every time. And people are going to be able to stop you from doing a lot of good things. Like imagine if somebody told Andre 3000 not to wear those football pads and those type of pants he wore, them fuzzy pants he wore. That's an iconic style. Somebody's going to be actually walking around dressed like that within the next year or so. They're going to look back and be like, yo, that's cool. I'm actually wearing that. All it takes is one time for you to do something that you didn't think would work. You do it, boom. Why do you think you got the idea? Try it out. Don't listen to your conscious mind, other people swirling around your mind. You know that ain't gonna work. You should do that. That's ugly. That's stupid. That's dumb. Would nobody do that? Would nobody put that sound with this instrument? Would nobody rap over this style? Would nobody make a beat like that? Would nobody make a song like that? Screw them. Put it out. You don't have the idea for no reason. It's new. You have to put out that new. You got to put out that heat. You got to make something that's worth it. That's gonna shake the nation. All right, you're not just a part of any nation. You're part of Druuill Nation. Shake the nation up. You came here to shake things up, make things anew, turn things on their head. You came to make things better. So they could think you're weird, but you're creative. They could think you're weird, but you're smart. You're a genius. You're intelligent. They think you're weird, but you're better than them. You may be weird to them, but you're better than them. And you treat people better than them. You realize that your creative ability is not going to be accepted by everybody, but as long as you accept it, you're ready. I said, when you realize that your creative ability is not going to be accepted by everybody, but you accept it, you're ready. You're too old to do that. You're not young enough. You're not a teenager. You're not this. You're not that. Yo, people have so many opinions when your mind is focused on doing something and they're not focused on doing something. That's for young people. Why do you still do that? You're weird. You're this, you're that. People don't know what they want. They want to stop somebody from who knows what they want. Make that make sense. People don't know what they want, but they want to stop somebody that knows what they want. They just don't want you to be happy and they don't want to see your dream manifest. I ain't gonna never stop saying that because that's the truth. You got to realize that opinions are just that, something that a statement that came out of somebody's mouth, an idea that somebody has that they believe in, and it's nothing more than that. Don't make it more than that. Don't give it any more energy than that. That's all it is. So make your opinion outweigh theirs. Make your opinion mean more to you than theirs does. Your opinion needs to be worth more to you than theirs is to you. And that's a fact right there. That's a major fact. If you can create a mindset for yourself to where your opinion outweighs the opinions of others when it's not sound solid advice and it's just somebody saying something to sway you in another direction, to not believe in yourself in the direction of doubt and fear and worry and thinking you're not good enough, cancel all that out. But if it's some solid sound advice, take heed of it. It might help you. Just like this video. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, love, and light. It's been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We will be back to our regular scheduled programming. I promise you that. Had a couple bumps in the road, but it's time to get back on trail. We out.